I welcome us to this learning by WB Analytics. In this video, we'll be learning how to allocate bonus using compound if function together with and or functions in Excel. This is necessary because management of Company XYZ Ltd is faced with the dilemma on the best way to allocate bonus for its employees for the financial year just ended. Okay, and they are considering three criteria options to allocate bonus amongst the staff and the company during the year ended. All right, so they are considering on if the staff meets all conditions, that is, if he meets condition that he or she has spent 10 years in the company, is a full-time staff, and has job rating of 3 or greater than 3 at the end of the year's appraisal. That's for all conditions. So if they meet this condition, they will have this percentage of their basic salary. But if they do not meet the condition, they will get 5% of the basic salary. Okay. For condition 2, or if they meet two conditions, that is, they are either a full-time employee, or they meet any of these two conditions, either they spent 10 years or they have a job rating that is greater than equal to 3. All right. So if they meet these two conditions, they should get 20% bonus of basic salary, or otherwise get 5% of the basic salary. All right, that's for conditions 2. For the third condition, which is if they meet only one of the conditions, that is, if they've spent either 10 years in the company, or they are full-time staff, or they have a job ratings that is greater than 3, they will get a 50% of basic salary, or otherwise get 5% of the basic salary. All right, so let's use the Excel function to demonstrate our calculation. All right, so like I said, the first one is meeting all conditions, which is this column here. So to perform the argument in Excel, I say equals to if, open my brackets, I'll type the and, open my brackets. Okay, so I'll start picking the conditions. That is, if the number of years, I'll scroll to number of years to pick it. If the number of years is equal to 10, I'll phrase it. Okay, if number of years is equal to 10, comma, and if the job status is equal to full-time, and I'll phrase it, comma, and the job rating is greater than equal to 3. I also phrase this. Sorry, I'll phrase this F4, close my bracket. So these are my 3 conditions. So they must meet all of these conditions. So if they meet all of these conditions, comma, give me a percentage bonus of 25%, I'll phrase it, times the basic salary. Okay, or that is if they don't meet this condition, return 5% times the basic salary. I close my bracket. All right, so we just said that if this staff meets these 3 criteria inclusive, they should get 25% of basic salary. But if they do not meet all of the criteria conditions, they should get 5% of the basic salary. That is 5% times the basic salary. All right, I press the enter key. So I'll drag down. Okay, so you can see the allocation based on the employee meeting all of the conditions. All right, so for 2 conditions, we're saying that the employee has to be a full-time staff, yeah, and or so that's the first condition, must be a full-time staff. So you can either fulfill any of the other 2 conditions, which is to have spent at least 10 years. 10 years. Where's my 10 years? So I can do this greater than equals to 10 years. Greater than equals to 10 years. Okay. All right. So yeah, should be greater than equals to 10 years. Saying we have greater than equal to 3%, 3, 3 job rating, because we have ratings from 1 to 5. So for those greater than 3, we get the bonus, and those that have spent 10 and more years, we also get the bonus. So for 2, we say it must have spent, must have been a full-time staff, or is either have spent 10 or greater than 10 years and has a job rating that is greater than or equal to 3. So let's represent this. We say equal to if and, okay. So this must be there, which is the job status must be equal to full-time. Okay, freeze it, comma. I will now bring my or function, or the number of years is greater than or equal to 10. Freeze it. Sorry, F4, comma, and the job rating must be greater than equal to 3. F4. All right. So I'll close my first bracket for the or function. I'll close my next bracket for the and function. All right. So I've brought in, it must be a full-time staff, one condition, then or 10 years or job rating of greater than 3. Okay. Press the comma key. Then I will now assign my bonus, which is 20%. Freeze it. F4 times the basic salary. Okay. So this is the allocation if they meet 2 of these conditions. Otherwise, bring me 5% of basic salary. I'm going to freeze it times the basic salary. I'll close my bracket. All right. So here we stated that this employee must have 2 conditions. That is, it must be a full-time staff, which is represented by this argument, and it must fulfill either of these 2 functions. That is, these 2 conditions. That is, if you have spent greater than 10 years or has a job rating greater than 3. That's the other function. Then this is to allocate our bonus, which is 20% times basic salary, and this is 5% times basic salary if you do not meet any of the conditions. Press the enter key. All right, so I'll drag down and I have my bonus calculation. Okay, all right, greater than 10, greater than 3. So for the one that meets just one condition, that is either have spent 10 years in a company, it's either that is a full-time staff, or it has a job rating greater than 3, equals to greater than 3, we should allocate a 15% bonus or a 5% bonus. So to simply do this, we say equals to if or. So we use the or function to demonstrate this. Then we'll pick our conditions. So for years, number of years is greater than equal to 10. I'll phrase it, comma. My job status must be full-time. I'll phrase it F4, comma, and my job rating must be greater than equal to 3. Phrase it. All right, close my bracket. So I'll now allocate my bonus percentage, comma, give me 15% times the basic salary. So I'll freeze my 15%, which is 06, comma, or otherwise give me 5%, freeze it, times the basic salary. Close my bracket. So you can see that we've stated that it should meet either of these one conditions. Either has spent greater than 10 years in the company, or is a full-time staff, or has a job rating of greater than 3. So in this way, all employees, they are captured in the bonus allocation. All right, so this is the either one of the conditions, and this is our bonus allocation, which is the 15% times base salary if they meet either one of the conditions. Otherwise, they should be paid a flat amount of 5% times their basic salary, represented by this argument. Okay, so I'll press the enter key. So in this case, I can drag down. Okay. Okay. So here we've done our calculation. We can come down to sum the total and see what the total summation will be for each condition. So I can sum. All right. So you can see that the one that meets one of the conditions has more bonus allocation, followed by the one that meets two conditions and the one that meets all conditions, meaning that all conditions, there are more stringent way to allocate bonus. Two conditions means that the company is trying to be more liberal, and one condition is the company is trying to be very benevolent in distributing bonus to his employees. So we can calculate the total cost to the company in terms of basic salary. Okay, so this is a basic salary of 12 million, and the company is considering paying either one of these bonus calculation as bonus for staff for the year just ended. All right. So please click on the subscribe and like button to get more notifications for this video, and also share your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you for listening. Happy learning.